Live, local, late breaking. This is WBAL TV 11 News at 5.
Good evening to you. I'm Andre Hepkins.
And I'm Ashley Henson. Another hot and humid day brings the chance for storms.
That's right. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect. Chief Meteorologist Tom Tassemeyer is looking at the radar.
Andre, indeed, we've had that watch issued. And
all right, switching gears, the Baltimore police sergeant who was shot while off duty outside of his home nearly 2 weeks ago is now out of the hospital.
Sergeant Isaac Carrington was.
We'll see at 6 o'clock low. What a tremendous tribute to Sergeant Carrington outside of shock trauma. All right, there's a lot going on in downtown Baltimore tonight, including a parade. Part of Pratt Street is closed to traffic right now. 11 News reporter Vanessa Herring is live downtown with what you need to know if you dare to drive through downtown tonight. Hey, Vanessa.
TV 11 News.
Dave, thank you. The man convicted of carrying out a deadly shooting rampage spanning 3 days will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Marshawn Carter was sentenced to life without parole, plus a consecutive life sentence and 60 years. A jury found Carter guilty of the first-degree murder of Martell Harris in addition to 4 separate second-degree murder counts. Prosecutors say that Carter wanted to kill drug dealers when he went on the multi-day shooting spree back in December of 2017.
Well, Baltimore.
A former school nurse is going to prison for sex crimes. 33-year-old Samantha Marsh pleaded guilty to sex offense charges. She had sexual contact with 4 Crisfield High School and Academy students over a 10-month period. The school placed Marsh on administrative leave before officers arrested her last February. This week, a judge sentenced Marsh to 6 months in prison.
Peter.
Tonight, there's new controversy surrounding the $25 million Baltimore Children and Youth Fund.
The city comptroller criticized the manager of the fund.
In tonight's Education Alert, volunteers are making sure that students have everything they need to start the new school year off just right. Today, the United Way of Central Maryland packed hundreds of backpacks for students at Van Bocklin Elementary School in Severn.
We want to make sure that the kids.
The National Retail Federation estimates that families plan to spend an average of nearly $700 per household on school supplies this year, and all of these school supplies were donated and collected by local companies.
Old House and Scott.
And actually, students don't start school for 2 more weeks, but some Baltimore County teachers are already hard at work. Up next, what the county's newest staff members are looking forward to this school year, and should Baltimore City bring back the surveillance plane? Why the mayor says he has no opinion on the topic. Plus,
Francois Brown. He is charged with murder and child abuse in the July 2018 death of 1-year-old Zoray Gray.
Yeah, the jury watched a lot of video today as prosecutors continued presenting evidence. 11 News reporter Kate Amara has been following the trial for us and is live at the courthouse downtown with all the developments. Hey, Kate.
Well, an interesting note is this.
Here's a look at some of the other stories we're following right now. The Baltimore police sergeant shot in Northeast Baltimore is now out of the hospital. This afternoon, members of the city police and fire departments gathered outside of the University of Maryland Shock Trauma Center. Sergeant Isaac Carrington had been in the hospital since August 8th when someone shot him during what police believed to be an attempted robbery. Carrington was off duty at the time. Police are still looking for whoever is responsible. Baltimore Mayor Jack Young shared his opinion regarding whether or not Baltimore City should bring back the controversial surveillance planes. The police department first launched the program in 2016, but that happened without public knowledge, so it was shut down. Mayor Young says it's ultimately up to Commissioner Michael Harrison to decide whether it returns.
I have no opinion about the surveillance plane, none at all. We dealt with that in the council. Most of you was there, and you heard what the community said.
Former Councilwoman Ricky Spector is leading the current charge to reinstate the planes. Commissioner Harrison told WBAL News Radio that right now he hasn't decided on whether the program will return. He says he's still in the process of gathering information. And right now we're just about an hour away from the start of the Shriners Parade in downtown Baltimore. Let's head out to Captain Roy Taylor and Sky Team 11 with an update on the roads right now. Hey, Roy.
Well, right now you are 11. I'm Captain Roy Taylor.
Wow, some great advice, Roy. I would not want to be sitting in one of those cars in downtown Baltimore right now. And tonight at 6 o'clock, 11 News reporter Vanessa Herring will have a live report from the parade route and how city officials are responding to that parade. Ashley.
All right, Andre, thank you. All right, he already has his own signature dance move.
And you better believe Ravens Hall of Famer Ray Lewis is going to bring his famous squirrel dance to Dancing with the Stars. There he goes. The former Ravens linebacker is joining the show's star-studded cast this season. Other celebrities vying for the Mirrorball Trophy include former White House press secretary Sean Spicer.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Model Christy Brinkley and former basketball player Lamar Odom. What a
Okay,
cast there,
yeah.
right? We'll have to wait and see if they work Lewis's signature move into the competition.
I think he's
gotta
going to
do it,
yeah,
right?
he's going to bring home that Mirabal trophy
That's
too.
right.
Let's go. Okay, better bring.
In tonight's Consumer Alert, Walmart is suing Tesla over the company's solar panels that reportedly caught fire at several stores. Walmart installed Tesla's solar panels on more than 240 stores across the country, and now the company is asking Tesla to pay up for the damage and remove the systems. Neither Tesla nor Walmart commented about the lawsuit. The roofs of 7 stores reportedly caught fire when those solar panels ignited. The federal deficit could top $1 trillion next year. A new projection from the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office forecasts the deficit will reach $960 billion this year, and then by 2020, it will cross over the $1 trillion mark, and that's much higher than government forecasters previously predicted. Newly added spending measures are to blame for resetting the earlier expectations from the Budget Office. And Ashley, here's a look at what we're working on for 11 News at 6 o'clock. The Baltimore police sergeant who was shot earlier this month is making big progress in his recovery. What's next for Sergeant Carrington after he was released from the hospital today? Life in prison, an emotional day in court as a 17-year-old found out his fate after he was convicted of murdering a Baltimore County police officer. Tonight, reaction from the victim's family, and new at 6 o'clock. Witnesses recall the moments they heard gunshots during a double shooting in Parkville on Tuesday. Those stories and much more in just a few minutes on 11 News at 6 o'clock. Right, if you're getting ready to send your kid off to college, you've likely talked to them about responsibility, getting to class on time, and safety.
But this may not be something you're really thinking about, but the Better Business Bureau suggests adding identity theft to the list. They say
Some advice we could all use, right?
And always call mom and dad.
That's right. Mom,
You never
Dad,
know.
right.
Did it a lot.
We still do, right?
Yeah. Change needed to be made.
Plus, 2 people in Mexico are now legally allowed to use cocaine. Why a court ruling in that country is letting that happen. All that much more tonight at 10 o'clock on ETV Baltimore.
That's it for us here at 5:30. Here's a look at what's coming up new at 6.